Guys, so today I've got for you a very interesting news update about the March 2022 sets. Now, I didn't think that we'd be getting any more updates, but this one is actually pretty big, and there's things for both sets. Not talking about the helmets, because we still don't really know when they're actually releasing, probably March 1st, but there is no update on those as of yet, and I don't think that there will be. But anyways, you can go check out that video I did about everything we know so far, every detail we know. So yeah, go check that out first, I'd say, and then watch this video if you haven't already. But yeah, this interesting news update is actually about the Boba Fett's Palace and also the Dark Trooper set. We'll talk about that one first, actually, just because it's like a smaller update, but it is good news, and then the Boba Fett's Palace one is probably some bad news. Anyways, the Dark Trooper set is the 75324 Attack of the Dark Troopers for $29.99 USD, and it has 166 pieces. 4 minifigures are included, including a hooded Luke and 3 Dark Troopers. That's really cool that Luke is finally getting confirmed. Again, we kind of knew that though. So hopefully it has a new face print is what I'm really looking for. I don't really expect them to, but I feel like that'll be a nice detail if they make it look kind of weirder to like replicate that CGI face. I doubt they will though, like they probably won't, and I don't even know if they should. But really this update here about this set is just about like what the set actually is, which is kind of what we needed to know, because there wasn't really like a proper rumor on what the set was, and this one actually tells us what it is. So basically it is going to be a vignette style of that hallway build, which is really nice. That's what I wanted it to be, really. Functions of the set include a rotating elevator and a rotating plate that can help Luke swing his lightsaber. That's actually exactly what I predicted in my previous video, so that's really cool. It's also meant to have a sliding function which can help it kind of seem like Luke's using the Force on a Dark Trooper. That's cool. I presume that's like when Luke throws the helmet at the other Dark Trooper, because that's the scene that happens, so I presume that'll be what it is, but it could just be him literally force pushing a Dark Trooper. That's probably an easier function to do. By the way, all of this info is from Stone Wars, which is a very reliable source, and also all the imagery I'm using is from 1414 Falcon Fan. But anyways, they're both its Palace info. Here it is. There's the figures. So this is actually based on the Mandalorian Season 2's post-credit scene, as opposed to the Book of Boba Fett. And I really don't know how I feel about that, but anyways, the figures are Bib Fortuna, Boba, Fennec with her hairpiece and the braid, which is great, finally getting that. Estelle Sant, who is that pink dancer lady, a Quarren, a Gamorrean with a new print, so that's going to be the printed torso with the head. I talked about that in another video. And then a Weequay, also possibly a Nikto, we don't really know. But yeah, that's basically everyone in the scene, which is actually kind of cool. 7 minifigures is honestly great for an $100 set for LEGO Star Wars, so really happy about that. The only figure that's kind of missing is like the Twi'lek Dancer, and that does make sense, honestly. I can see why LEGO isn't touching that anymore, and we'll actually talk about that more when we get to the build. But some of these figures actually leaked, and I'm not going to show them. One of them was the Quarren, which has a new head mold, and it looks incredible, honestly. Can't wait for you guys to see it. Hope you have seen it. And then the other one is kind of a mix of the other parts. It obviously has the Bib Fortuna head Leku piece, which honestly is a new mold and it looks really cool. It's just like basically the old mold but slightly fatter, which is really cool. There's also the head piece of the pink lady, and then also the torso. I'm not really sure where those are from, but it looks like kind of Ithorian feet, but I don't think that's like a Mare minifigure. I think that's like a Weequay or the other person in the set. Don't really know. It could also be the Gamorrean. Yeah, that is really interesting. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. It's just kind of weird that LEGO isn't making a Book of Boba Fett set until June. But anyways, here is the build description. So the build is divided up into 3 segments. A throne section with the throne very similar to the one that LEGO put in that poster. Again, I did a video on that. And the Gamorrean thing, so I definitely recommend checking that out for some details on what that'll look like. Section supposedly has a seating area. I presume that's very similar to what the Mos Eisley Cantina has, and the right section has an entrance and a staircase. That staircase does lead to like the back to tank area, but I don't think we'll actually see that. And no roof build, which is very disappointing, and maybe a smaller tower build, which I presume is what the staircase is. But yeah, no exterior. That's like really disappointing. And again, this feels very small, like a $40 set, but it is $100, so I presume that these sections will be pretty big, and hopefully there is kind of like an exterior, maybe like it's stackable like a Hogwarts. That's an idea that I had, and that could explain what that 75325, that June Book of Boba Fett set, could be like an expansion to the set. Maybe that could even come with a roof. But really the reason that they didn't do the exterior is obviously because of the controversy with the other Jabba's Palace set. So this is kind of a way that LEGO got around that, which is disappointing, but like I would rather have this than like anything else, which is basically not having this. So again, I am happy that the set exists in some form. Yeah, let me know what you think about this, because it is quite interesting. Again, I'm not sure how I feel about it being based on The Mandalorian Season 2. However, it is kind of cool that like both of the sets coming out in March, at least the play sets, are based on like the really spoilery things from The Mandalorian Season 2 finale. Like that's kind of cool that we got our own kind of mini wave of that. But yeah, it is disappointing that we're not getting a Book of Boba Fett set until June. That's like the weirdest thing. But really, again, this set does exist and I will get it regardless, and I'm very interested in seeing what this looks like now, because I think I'm more interested in seeing what it looks like than before, because this is like a weird description. But yeah, this is going to be what the set looks like, so let me know again what you think down below. However, that will be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. That'll be all, folks. Goodbye.